Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Makeup Monday. Today's video, as you can see, I just can't stay away from like colorful looks. Apparently, like this was supposed to be, I mean, it's technically a warm tone, but it's really bright and out there. So I decided to do a all drugstore makeup look. I know that you guys love these. You guys love my drugstore videos. So I was like, you know what? We're going to pull out some bomb-ass colors, some bomb-ass foundations, and we're going to create an all matte look. This is especially for my oily girls out there. I know the struggle of being oily. So I decided to create a really fun look using oranges and yellows and burnt oranges and a little bit of smokiness. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys end up recreating any of my looks, just tag me because 90% of the time I will show you guys some love. Also, if you sent me your pictures through my Insta stories or through my messages through Instagram, I will try my best to repost you guys on my Insta story. So make sure you're following me. I have all my social medias linked down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys are enjoying this video. If you guys love Makeup Mondays, definitely hit that button and become a part of my little Lash Babe team, my Lash Babe family. With that said, let's not ramble on too much, and if you guys want to see or recreate this look, grab your brushes, grab your palettes. P.S. This is a palette that we're using today, $5 palettes, and let's do some makeup. So I really want my eyeshadows to stick, so the best way that I have found for that to work, I'm going to take a little bit of a liquid lipstick and I'm going to lay it down on the lid. Just like that, and then I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to take this one by MUF Pro, and I'm going to take the shade Beat. This is the Profusion Spectrum palette, and I'm just going to lay this down because I really want the shadow to adhere, and I don't want it to move around or look patchy. These palettes are really pretty, but they tend to be a little bit chalky sometimes. And so by doing this, you're really going to ensure that your eyeshadow stays vibrant and it really just pops and it stays put. I'm going to go into this brush, the Morphe M514. And if you guys are wondering why these brushes already have the colors on them, is because I had to refilm this look. I was playing with the colors and they were just not doing what I wanted them to do, so I had to like wipe off my shadow and start again, hence the color on the brushes already. So let's hope this time it turns out how I wanted it to. It's actually laying down so much better. I'm going to go into a clean brush. I'm going to take this M514, which is the same thing, and I'm going to take the shade Marigold, which is just a plain, not a mustardy yellow, but it's a pretty vibrant yellow, and I'm going to throw that into the crease right here to just blend those shades together. Do you guys see how much pigment flies out of this one? This is the first time I'm trying this palette, and I really like the Profusion palettes, but this one is, it's not the best. The colors are just kind of like going everywhere. It was only $5 at Walmart though, so I mean, you really can't go wrong with a $5 palette. So we're just going to blend these shades together to create a really pretty sunset eye look. We're going to use quite a bit of liquid lipsticks, but it's because, again, this is my second time doing this look, and I already know what's going to work. So I'm going to take These are Carity liquid lipsticks. They're pretty affordable. They're $6. They're not found in the drugstore, but they are affordable. So I'm going to take the shade Pretty Fly. It's like a sienna shade, like a brown sienna shade. And I'm going to use this almost like a eyeliner. So we're going to apply it really close to the lash line. And again, before that dries, I'm going to take the shade Ember, which is this really pretty terracotta brown with red undertones. And I'm just going to pack that on the top. And then I'm going to blend. With that same brush, I am going to dig into a black eyeshadow, and I'm going to lay this even closer to the lash line. Just right here. This is going to create a really pretty, like, ombre effect. And just going back in between Ember and this shade, just to really get that nice and diffused. So far so good, you guys. I'm having a little bit of an issue blending these eyeshadows. I think they're just a little too like powdery. So what I would recommend for you guys to do if you do recreate this look is take a gel eyeliner, apply it on the lash line, blend it out, and then go back in with any shade like this and then smoke out the black. But that is the look. I am going to apply some lashes. I'm going to use these lashes today. This is the Lash Dreams lash brand. These are in the style Flutter. These are so pretty, and I think these are going to look perfect with this eye look. Look at that. Boom. Let's move on to the face. I am going to take my little e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I like to use this one for my pores because I am oily skin and I do have not as large pores as I used to. If you guys have seen my newest skincare routine video where I showed you guys like how I got rid of like my large pores and textured skin and just made my skin look better overall, I will link it down or up here. But my skin has drastically changed, but obviously I'm human. I still have pores. They're just not as enlarged as they used to be. So what I like to do is I like to multi-prime. That's what I like to call it. I am going to take the Revolution PRO Hydra Matte Primer, which is this one. This is a really good primer, you guys. I really like it. It does mattify your skin, but it also hydrates it, which is such a weird combo. So I just use this in pretty much like the outer perimeters of my face because, again, I do use the putty primer just to conceal a little bit of like the pores. Now that that's on, we are going to move on to the foundation. I am going to take the Covergirl Matte Ambition Full Spectrum All Day Shine Free Foundation. We're going for an all matte look, obviously. I'm not sure which one. I think I'm this shade. I'm not sure, but we're going to try it. I actually haven't used this foundation in quite some time. I just get so stuck in like my routine using like, oh, that is way too dark. I mean, way too light. I'm going to mix them and see if I can get a better shade. Okay, we're just going to go with it. I'm also going to use this super affordable sponge by e.l.f. This sponge is a game changer, you guys. It is so good. I really like how it just blends the makeup into the skin. That looks nice. I forgot that this foundation isn't like super full coverage, but that's okay because we are about to go ham with a concealer. This is the Loreal Infallible Full Wear. I also haven't used this in a hot minute. I just think it's a little too thick, but we're going to make it work because This foundation didn't really cover as much as I wanted it to. And I'm going to mix a little bit of this Rimmel Stay Matte concealer as well, just to give me more of a matte finish. And we're also going to apply some here, down the bridge of the nose, and the chin to really like center and focus everything. By the way, my L'Oreal shade is 365 Cashew. I like to watch movies, shows, documentaries while I'm doing my makeup or while I'm filming. And right now I am watching a documentary on Netflix called Living Undocumented. I don't recommend it if you guys are going to do your makeup because it's going to make you cry. It is incredibly, incredibly sad. And oh my god, it just breaks my heart because even though I am blessed enough to have been born here in the US, like I come from immigrant parents, you know. My mom and my dad were both immigrants. My dad no longer lives, but my mom, thankfully, she has her visa, so now she can come and visit us legally. But for so many years, you know, she lived here undocumented, and it's like, it's so sad how these families get torn apart. Kids get taken away from their parents. Oh, you guys have to watch it. It's just definitely like an eyeballer. For my powder, I'm going to take this one by Rimmel London. This is also their Stay Matte powder. And we're just going to bake. How long do you guys take to do your makeup? Because if I'm doing like a full face beat like this, I can seriously sit here for a good like 2 hours, especially when I'm filming, just talking, pausing, starting, all that stuff. I can definitely be here for at least like 2 to 3 hours, which is ridiculous. But let me know, you guys, how long does it take you to get ready? Because I feel like I take way too long. Like I shouldn't be taking this long to get ready. Anyway, I'm going to move on to my bronzer. I'm going to take this one by Morphe, which is a drugstore product. I mean, you can't find it at like Walmart or Target, but it is at Ulta, and it is a affordable bronzer, I guess. I don't personally have any bronzers from the drugstore that I like genuinely like, that I reach for all the time. So if you guys know one that you like that can match me, because I always get told that the butter bronzer is a good one, and it is, but it's not very dark, and so I kind of have to work with it. For my blush, I just noticed that I'm using a lot of Rimmel products, but this is my favorite blush from the drugstore, all-time favorite, the Maxi blush in the shade Sweet Cheeks. It's just like the perfect peach shade, and it's not too crazy pigmented, so you can like build it up and play with it a little bit more, which I really like that. We're just going to dust. I'm going to take this big old brush, the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH01. And I really like to use this one for setting my skin like all over, because it just really sets it quick since it's large and in charge. But it's also really good for like dusting off the powder. For my highlights, even though we're doing a matte look, like I can't live without highlight, okay? So we're going to take this full spectrum expert highlight cheek thing from CoverGirl, and I'm going to mix this shade. Actually, I'm just going to take this shade, which is a really pretty golden shade, and we're just going to, I just washed all of my brushes, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like when your brushes are dirty, they adhere to products so much better. But girl, it was time, because I had not washed my brushes in like weeks, or maybe like at least like over a month, I'm not gonna lie. For my lips, I'm going to take obviously my lip liner from Italia. This is the shade Hot Cocoa, and then I'm going to take this Maybelline liquid lipstick in the shade Gloptroter, which is like perfect for this look because it's a burnt orange. Also, this one is really pretty by Carity. This is in the shade Ginger Spice. Like, oh my god, they're pretty similar. I feel like this one is a tad bit darker, so just as an option if you guys have that lipstick. Now, to be completely honest, this isn't like my absolute favorite formula, but it is super long wearing, so you know, sometimes you just gotta pick your poison. Oh, this look is absolutely gorgeous though. After you've applied your lipstick, girlfriend, you are all done with this drugstore all matte makeup look. I absolutely love the way that this look came out. It was definitely a little bit of a struggle with the eyeshadow, but we definitely made it work and it looks really pretty. Obviously the lipstick, you can switch it up to whatever color, but this just screams fall for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below and let me know what videos you guys want to see from me next. Again, thank you for joining me. I love you and I will see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye!